Yesterday I phoned a government office and it said press 1 for English. I looked at my friend and I said, did America move? I mean, it kind of feels that way sometimes, doesn't it? The Royal Bank in Canada, jumping country to country, they have policies that just kind of shake your mind up, right? I mean, they run their own little empires. It's got nothing to do with the customer. I mean, they don't even care about the customer. They take the customer's money on deposit. They give it all to Brazil, I think, or Vietnam or someplace. They certainly don't give it back to Canadians. I'm digressing. But the point is that they say, we won't accept deposits on third-party checks. You have to go certify the check if you're going to put it in somebody else's account, and we'll put a hold on it for 5 days. I mean, competition, you kind of need that. The Canadian people won't get it until they get a new government, right? Because the one they have, I mean, they're left. Even the right-wing one that they had didn't deal with this type of thing, which is called free enterprise. Kind of a simple little concept, and I'm told it works, you know. Cutting carbon emissions enough to halt changes in the Earth's atmosphere. You know what? It'll cost so many trillions, tens and tens and tens of trillions of dollars to get there. You can't afford to live there anyway once it's done. I mean, you'll die of starvation. There'll be no food. There'll be no nothing. I mean, these environmentalist people, the tree huggers, they always just get to be. Politicians in particular, when they write you an email, virtually all of them have at the bottom of their email, you know, don't print this because think about the environment. And I got this little slogan that says, please print this. I mean, because trees are good, and there's millions of people work in the forest industry, and you need to cut trees down as kind of part of the big plan, don't you know? What a bunch of goofs. $6.4 trillion now is needed to make industries more environmentally friendly. Are you kidding me? Such a great big industry. What's really needed here is somebody to go in and look at all the guys that are getting rich, and ain't nobody more free enterprise than me. So when I say getting rich, I don't say it badly. If you can, all power to you, but not when you're taken from the people with laws that shouldn't be laws anyway. An Indian ban, jumping down to Indians, trees and crazy people over to Indians. Here I go. Recently, I saw this ad in a newspaper. Here it goes. And they want a band administrator, and the ad stated that pursuant to Section 16 of the Canadian Human Rights Act, preference may be given to applicants of Indian ancestry. So there it is again. I mean, it's always coming up, okay? I mean, racism to white folk. Always. I mean, I can't apply for their job. I mean, let's try to pick a white group, okay? For an example, say the Canadian Italian Club. Let's do that, which is a white club, basically. I think most Italians are white. We'll pretend they are, at least for this story, I guess, and run an ad, and you want to hire somebody to administer something, and put a line in there to say the preference will be given to white Italians. Have you got that picture? Are you getting a frame around it? I mean, you little bigot, you. Here's a guy came back from Fort McMurray, Canada and Alberta, and all the houses around him had burnt. This is a true story. Like, you can't make this stuff up. It's Dumb and Dumber, maybe. But he came, my house is still there. It's kind of a shack. He burned it down. The fire got away from him, and some other people on the street, their houses burned down, and they had been saved by the fire, so he got charged for arson. Imagine getting charged for arson in the middle of a huge forest fire. Oh, they walk among us. Hey, y'all come back tomorrow. We're going to have more for you from the right. See ya.